In this video, it is step 3 of the Proofing Language in PowerPoint video series. I've already covered how to install and set the proofing language. This one is the most important one. You need to understand the behaviors with the placeholders versus text and shape boxes. I'm also going to show you some additional tips to help you with your PowerPoint journey. So let's get started. I have PowerPoint open and notice that I have not set my language yet because I can still see these red lines. I do know that my English is the default and these are the contents for German, in German. So there's multiple ways that you can set your language. In the last video I showed you, you can click on these boxes, hold the shift key and click on each one and go through review language and set proofing language and choose. So we did that before. You also can go under view, outline view. And now I have all my text in this outline view and I can highlight. I could tell that this is German, highlight that and press the control key and highlight the German content in the other languages and repeat the steps that I just showed you. But there is a catch here. When I do this, notice that text box and the shape is not highlighted. So when you do that, let me just show you, we could go through the process. Setting the language did not work. So one of the workarounds you can do is you can press on it and hit function key F4 for the text box and the shape. But I know you don't want to do that. Now, why is that the case? Well, in PowerPoint, that it's only picking up these placeholders, right? That's why that's showing here. These are the placeholders, and it's not picking up the other objects. Now, if you don't know what a placeholder is, let me change this view back to normal. If you right click on it and look under layout, here are the layouts with the predefined placeholders there. And that's what's been picked up in the proofing language. If your presentation just contains all placeholders, there is a way where you can select all your slides. And let me show you how to do that. Let's go back to outline view. You can click on the slide and then the last slide, and that highlights everything. Now that's only good if you are, again, all text and no additional type objects. That's an option. Or you can press Control A to highlight everything and you can set your language that way as well. While I have all this information highlighted, there is another alternative method as well. So I have all this content highlighted. If I go to review language, set proofing language, you can set this as the default. So I'm going to set this as the default because let's say, the majority of your presentation is in German and you rather for it to check that as the primary versus the English. So what it's going to do is going to tell you, if you make this change, it's going to change the language, the primary language in this presentation and all future presentations. And you're going to say yes. And I'm going to hit OK. I'm going to save this document. And I'm just going to create a new one. Notice how I type in hello. It is letting me know that my German is the default. Press function key F7 for spelling. Sure enough, it's there. If you're working, with a lot of content is in a different language, go ahead and change your default because it's easy enough to change it back to your primary language. Remember to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified when I post any new videos. Now, go work your magic.